Hello everyone, this is Fanny. How are you? Welcome for this new episode and series actually that is going to be called Midnight Sun. I'm in a very dramatic situation right now in my life. I'm about to lose my house. I have basically a few weeks to make an extra income to be able to stay, pay my mortgage in my beautiful castle. I've built this beautiful dream of mine, Mandala Land, a beautiful castle decorated with art, all of my art. There's almost nothing, no furnitures, just my art, some tables, and the rooms. And I'm going to paint. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I have been very inspired to follow the Nobel Prize events and discover the comedy, everything that they have to teach us. So I'm trying to catch their attention with the challenge of painting the midnight sun and trying to attract their attention and to call me and to work together. Basically, not just work together. Actually, I am in love with their Nobel Peace Prize chairman, Jorgen Watne Frans. So I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, but I'm going to paint a sun for you, and in hoping that you will be the new sun in my life, and to make you come here in Florida so we can continue life together, trying to work to New York City at the United Nations and bring all our networks together to bridge Europe and all the best that we have from America, but also the royal elite of Europe, of the Swedish Royal Academy, the Norwegian Committee, Nobel Peace Prize Committee, but also all these Nordic countries that are very, very, very intellectual, high-level intellectual, and also the soul of the Vikings. You know, all these legends and the myth, and that they live for soulful, dark material, okay? But feeling like we've been bridging our destinies, it really feels like an encounter, and I take it as my last challenge. Maybe at the last minute, my prince will come, and this is what I was waiting for all these years, that the godly happening has finally arrived. You know, this is what has kept me going. Oh my God, my heart is burning just imagining the meaningful story, the beautiful story, finally finding love, and both people that are super career oriented yet romantic and trying to make a change in the world. He was involved in voting the Nobel Peace Prize for the organization, the Japanese organization for the nuclear weapons. I mean, against the nuclear weapons. And I was doing the exact same thing on my side, trying to work with Russia and sending letters and letters of cooperation for the removal of nuclear weapons. I wrote to the NPS, the Naval Postgraduate School, when I started doing all my research in science. I wrote to the NPS to ask them if we could start working on switching their curriculum. Okay, so the military officer school, if we could start working on switching their curriculum from nuclear warfare to nuclear removal safety. Okay, so that's starting the plan. So they were listening. They were really into it. We're starting paralleling our publications. I was trying to work with the White House. I sent them that too. So they're all in the game. They all know about it. I sent paintings to the White House, crystals, wands to Joe Biden. He was always giving me a wink in his speeches. That's why I'm such a fan of Joe Biden. He was always encouraging his people. And so we were in parallel working on the same stuff. And now they're promoting this woman in Colombia that was censored, taken the presidential elections, and I was the same. I feel like my life has been stolen. Guys, do you realize how many years I've been promoting my stuff, cheering on everyone, and telling you about my personal financial situation of stress, my emotional state of anxiety relating to taking all these risks for my business, and not just playing it safe, but and settling for local. I want international, So I've traveled all around the world to be there at the table. And now if I can have this angel avenger do that with me and travel here, and we start a new life, and we're each other's pillars, how comforting, how easy would it become to do all that? Alone you feel like it's you against the world, but when you have each other's back and you won't settle for little, you want your royal life. And if there is any chance to make it happen, you should take every minute to try, at least. It's beautiful. So I'm trying. I'm saying it out loud. What's my plan? So I'm at Michael's right now. I'm on the parking lot, about to go buy some paint. I already have like the idea of the colors of the painting. It's gonna be some dark black background for the outside, like the suit of the art, the knight. So black with some shades of metallic blue. And of course gold, some metallic blue and metallic gold mixed with the black, the darkness aside. And then maybe it's a hot planet. So you know that hot planets are blue, while the red planets are colder. We always represent red as the heat and blue as the cold in our earth, because of the water and the color of the ice and the color of the fire. But in the light spectrum, when you look at stars really far, the blue one is the hot one and the red one are the cold one. So maybe I will put the blue more at the center of the sun, and we'll see. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna arrange the colors just yet, but there will be also some orange, like salmon, pearl, and purple, right? Because these are my two colors, symbolic colors that I represent for the union, the marriage. The orange, of course, the sacral chakra, which is the physical connection, the chemistry, the attraction, the how you resonate with each other. And then the purple, which is the mind, the intellect, and so yeah, maybe I'll put some greens also for the heart chakra, of course. So yeah, it's gonna be a mix of all of that, but I want the orange and purple at the center of the sun, and there's gonna be some sigils, some Viking sigils with our date of birth, and some extracts from some prophecies. And I'm gonna make it like tablets, like when the tablets or a parchment has the text on it. So I'm gonna put all these codes like this in a parchment with gold writings, or some maybe gold writing, because it's still the Nobel Prize. So of course there's gonna be the coin either at the center of the sun. Most likely at the center of the sun will be the Nobel Prize coin, and then the expansion of the sun. Yes, so you know what, every time, guys, I'm gonna make this in a big giant canvas, hopefully, and it's gonna stay in my house, so hopefully to attract him to be like, now this is your house, come in, move in with me. So that's my goal. That's my ideal high level fairy tale goal that I feel like I found my twin flame. So we just so physically aligned and spiritually aligned. Our path are aligned with the stuff that we've both accomplished. And so yes, guys, I can't believe I'm sharing all this. This is really digging after all the shields that I've put around me. So the Vikings, yeah, I'm gonna put some maybe some Viking totem animals, but I don't want to overwhelm it either, you know. Simple, nice and sharp. So yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna go buy all the paint right now. Tell me what you think.